Hello, welcome to
back.
Brits American Tour, sister channel to BRITS REACT. Today we are looking at the top 10 classic American cars in the UK that are oversized and over here, according to Sports and GT Classic Cars.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do a tour, you need a car, hopefully. So let's check out up here.
Well, these are classic American cars, so I'm not overly,
classic ones.
Be interested.
Yeah,
to
but
see
that doesn't look like a classic car. So
No,
I think it
like
means classic. Yeah, I think it could be. So let's have a look and see what's going on. If we were going to do a tour around the US of A, what would you do it in?
Yeah, what would we do it in? Let us know in the comments. When we come, because we will come at some point. You're going to help us get there. What should we be touring around in? What should we be hiring?
I mean, obviously there's a luxury and style that you need to carry all your pickable paddles and stuff around it. I mean, for style, and one that I've always loved it. Whenever I first saw one, the Corvette Stingray, the classic.
The
Corvette Stingray. Oh yeah, mate.
But you're gonna put a lot of fuel in that, though, right?
Oh, yeah, you are. But you know, and it's probably not a decent touring vehicle, but you know that would be the thing to drive around
the block.
But let's see. Around the block.
All right. Let's get
as you go to get your Uber. Let's have a look
Trump
at what
recently remarked, "We don't buy many new American cars."
Nope.
Probably due to them not suiting the narrow streets and winding country roads here in the UK, compared to the wide open freeways and main streets of America. In the classic car scene, though, there's a great deal of enthusiasm for cars from the States, and many dealers who specialise in importing classic cars from across the pond.
Mustangs are very.
I've compiled a top 10 of Britain's favourite American classic cars, and how much they'd cost to buy here, based on information from car sales websites and insurance companies. I won't give you any clues as to which is the most popular,
It's a bit better quality,
but I can tell you that it's V8 powered.
Well,
in fact they all are. Leave me a comment if you agree with my choices, or let me know what I might have overlooked.
In it, though.
Yeah, take your ears.
First up at number 10 is the Dodge Challenger, and specifically the first generation car, built between 1969 and 74. It was designed to compete in the pony class segment, created by the Ford Mustang in the mid-60s, but it was perhaps a little late to the party, and beyond the initial interest, sales never recovered. A relaunch of the Challenger name in 2008, and the supercharged SRT Hellcat, has seen a renewed interest in the first generation cars.
I know.
To find one for sale in the UK won't be that easy, but you can get them imported from £30,000 up to £80,000.
Really?
At number 9 is the Cadillac Eldorado, possibly the most common model of classic caddy in the UK, and covering 10 generations from 1952 to 1985. The two further redesigns don't yet count as classics. From rocket ship-inspired cars of the 1950s to expansive 70s pimpmobiles, the Eldorado was propelled by V8s of increasing capacity and power. Of all the cars featured in my top 10, the Cadillac has to be the least practical for the UK's roads, and especially the car parks. Nevertheless, when you can pick up a 70s model here for less than £15,000, it's a tempting choice to arrive at a car show in something very different. The Ford Thunderbird is next up at number 8, another car whose production spans from the 50s to modern times. I'm going to focus on the first to fourth generations up to 1966. After which they seem to lose their distinctiveness of styling and also drop the convertible.
Look at that.
These T-Birds were powered by Ford Mercury V8 engines, starting out at 292 cubic inch or 4.8 litres and rising to a 345 horsepower 7 litre or 428 cubic inch by 1966.
I don't know if it's...
Prices in the UK started around £20,000, rising to £50,000 for a well-restored first-generation car.
Wow.
Number 7 on the list is the Pontiac Firebird. An odd life picked as representative of the majority in the UK is the midlife second generation Firebird Trans Am, as featured in the 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit. Driving a black special edition Firebird Trans Am with gold edge details and huge screaming chicken hood decal, Burt Reynolds distracted police from interfering with a truckload of bootleg Coors beer that his partner was driving from Texas to Atlanta. Here in the UK, such a car will cost you up to £40,000. The Chevrolet Camaro takes the number 6 spot, or if you're American, the Camaro. Camaro, tomato. The Chevy Camaro was a close sibling to the Pontiac Firebird, sharing the underlying platform and many of their parts. However, the styling was different, and each was aimed at a different slice of the so-called pony car market. whereas the Firebird targeted the upper end, the more down-to-earth and affordable Camaro squared off against the Ford Mustang. UK prices for first and second generation Camaros average around £30,000. Well done, you've made it to halfway. Keep watching to see which are Britain's favourite American classic cars. Kicking off the top 5 is the Ford Galaxy, a giant of a full-size family sedan that in 1963 also found success on the racing circuits in the UK, winning the British Saloon Car Championship and ending the dominance of Jaguar. Its power and handling attracted such legendary drivers as Jack Sears, Graham Hill, Jack Brabham, Dan Gurney and Jim Clark.
Wow. Really?
Decent road-going Galaxies from this era can be picked up in the UK for between £20,000 and £35,000.
Slab seats in there.
Just outside the top 3 at number 4 is the Dodge Charger, best represented by the second generation cars from 1968 to 1970.
Honestly, you could sunbathe on
that. A black 68 Charger RT co-starred in perhaps the best 10 minutes and 53 seconds of movie car chase ever in the film Bullitt. Driven by the bad guys chasing and being chased by Steve McQueen's Ford Mustang. Perhaps more memorable was the General Lee, an orange 69 Charger with a Confederate flag on the roof, in the TV series The Dukes of Hazzard, which featured dozens of car chases and stunts in every episode.
I just can't get on the bonnet.
Needless to say, there wasn't just one General Lee. It was estimated that over 300 Chargers were used and destroyed over the show's 6-year run.
I could imagine.
There aren't so many in the UK classifieds, but you'd have to be looking north of £50,000, and even as high as £100,000. Picking up the bronze in third place is the AC Cobra. Now before you all start shouting at the screen, yes, I know that AC is a British mark and the car bodies were assembled here, but it was at Shelby's Los Angeles workshop that the Cobra received the 4.7 litre or 289 cubic inch V8 engine and its transmission, which transformed its character. Fewer than 1,000 genuine AC Cobras were built between 1961 and 68, and that includes competition cars, so they often change hands for over £1 million. Whatever you see in the classifieds with a price tag on it is either a replica or continuation model, and there are plenty. These replicas range from £30,000 up to £90,000. My number 2 runner-up is the Chevrolet Corvette, and all of its classic generations from the C1 of 1953 to the C3 which ended production in 1982. The convertible C1 sported classically curvy 50s styling and a chromed front grille that looked as though it was about to take a bite out of the car in front. From 1962, the C2 Corvette was available as a coupe or convertible and appended the name Stingray to the model. Its shape was much sharper and shark-like with a tapered front and rear.
That's the one for me.
The C3 Stingray from 1968 onwards blended sharp lines and curves in a Coke bottle shape with a cam tail and exaggerated wheel arches. In an effort to promote the Corvette, 3 special edition gold and black Astrovets were leased to the astronauts of the Apollo 12 mission for $1 each. Prices in the UK for these iconic fiberglass bodied classics are $55,000 to $90,000 for a C1 or C2 and $10,000 to $50,000 for a C3 Corvette. Taking the top spot as Britain's favourite American classic car is the Ford Mustang, specifically the first generation cars from 1964 to 1974. Synonymous with the pony car segment of affordable and compact but stylish and sporting coupes and convertibles, the Mustang set the benchmark for many of the other cars in this top 10. Although having first appeared in a French comedy movie, the Mustang got its global premiere in the 1964 James Bond film Goldfinger, a white convertible with a red interior driven along the Furka Pass in Switzerland. But no doubt, the Mustang's most famous film role was in the previously mentioned movie Bullitt, a debadged Highland Green 1968 Mustang GT fastback to be precise, chasing and being chased around the streets of San Francisco by the black Dodge Charger. In the UK classifieds, coupes and convertibles start at around £18,000 and up to over £40,000, and fastbacks go upwards from there, topping £100,000 for the very best examples. Well, there you have what I've found to be Britain's top 10 favourite American classic cars. What a lineup. I'll be very pleased to own or drive any of them, savouring the burble of those thumping V8 motors. Which was your favourite? Do you agree with my choices? Do you think I've got them wrong or I've missed anything? Please let me know in the comments.
Well, I think it was a very good, because it's British, right? It's the Brits classic, what we see from American cars, and it is because we've never really had anything of that size. And when you see like a V8 Mustang and it roars up, you're like, oh, what's that? You know, and you know, those classic V8s, you just don't see them, but they're so. You look under the hood and you think, oh, what a minefield. Do you know what I mean? Compared to like how we've come on from, you know, the 50s, 60s. So I mean, these are serious classic cars, but when something goes wrong, mate, I mean, let's face it, they spend more time just sat doing nothing than they are out
being shined.
As soon as you do go out, it's like the car's like, oh, you're using me, man. You're abusing me, man.
Like I said, we often have classic car shows around here. I think maybe one coming up. I think there's one coming up. I might pop along one day and grab some footage. But great to see them. I pretty much agree with most of his top 10 list there. For me, like I said, the Corvette Stingray, because of the shape of the Mustang. Yeah, I mean, it had to be number one. Good, did well. Good list, and give us the prices as well. Expected prices over here in the UK for one of those.
Yeah.
Do you own one? Did you own one? I mean, so many over there at barn finds and sitting out in the backyards and things like that. Or the classic pickups. You should do a top 10 classic pickups because they do. They did some good ones.
Some serious ones. Yeah.
There you go. Interesting.
All right, there you go. Let us know in the comments. Make sure you come along with us. It's our new channel, Brits American Tour. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do. Check out us on all the other platforms as well. We are going to be in your face and having a bit of fun with you Americans. So make sure you come on board. All right, hit the comments, say hello. We'll be back very much again for another reaction shortly. It's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from not him, but him.
Him over there. Over and out.
Bye.